Hello everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to do a real quick general reading, not zodiac sign specific. Let us just say a quick blessing and we will get rolling, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All righty, let's see what we have going on out there. Let's use this Chicoli deck. First card out, I have the Tower in the reverse. Okay. The Tower in the reverse is kind of an incident or a situation, can feel like a crisis or a catastrophe that you kind of saw coming, something that was like a slow crumbling effect. You kind of saw it happening before your own eyes. This could have been something that you procrastinated taking care of a little bit too long. You could have let something go, and now we have some kind of fall apart here. Let's see. I have the Four of Swords. Now we have a separation, taking a break from something. Honestly, it doesn't have to be separation in a relationship, although it can be. And I tend to read for love readings or relationship readings. But Four of Swords can be about needing to take a rest. It can be about needing to take a vacation. It can be about needing to take some time away so that you can contemplate what's important. This can, in fact, indicate separating from a partner of some sort, just so you can kind of take stock of what you're really feeling, how you're really feeling about this situation or relationship. Three of Cups in the reverse. No. Three of Cups in the reverse can be the energy of a third-party situation. That's basically our modern-day tarot interpretation of the Three of Cups in the reverse. It can also mean something that is no longer celebratory, something that you thought was going to come together and it didn't, it failed in some way. And I have the Ten of Cups here. This was supposed to be the happy ending. This was supposed to be a comfortable relationship, a comfortable marriage. This was supposed to be everything that you had hoped for. And yet there is still kind of this toppling. Someone has kind of come in here and it's like bull in a china shop is kind of what I'm hearing, or in this case, like a baby elephant in a china shop. It just feels like things are flying around this person, like something could be falling apart. This could be a home, family dynamic, marriage, relationships, something like that. I have the King of Wands here. Somebody who is inflamed, they're upset, unleashing the dragon. This is about a partnership. And now we have the Four of Pentacles here. This is somebody who is in the midst of a separation. They're considering all of the options. This is somebody who feels like, well, it can go in a couple of different ways. I'm gonna clarify with this vice versa tarot real quick. But these energies are someone who all of a sudden sees how they're feeling. Now they're upset, they're angry, they want to make a major change, a drastic change. I'm hearing like the beast has been unleashed. It's like all of a sudden you feel enormous in this state, and it's like anyone who comes near you, you want to take them out. This other person, you're very angry with this other person, whoever you are in this separation from, everything that you had hoped for, this partnership that you had looked forward to. It feels like it's being meddled with in some way. Something's turned it upside down. Could be another person. I'm not sure. Obviously, I'm going to clarify in another minute. But this Four of Pentacles comes out here, which is kind of this energy of holding on very tightly to things. Can be holding on tightly to finances. This can be avoiding another person. It feels like something's about to come out of nowhere. As you can see, like with this Frisbee disc over here, something that's about to upset the balance here, because someone who's holding on very tightly to something, eventually something has to change, right? Because we can't hold on to something for that long and expect for things to stay the same. I have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and I knew I needed to check the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card for me as a reader. It's very much an on again, off again relationship, or this is something that you knew you were going to have to end for a long time. It's like pulling the band-aid off slowly. Same thing with that Tower in the reverse, where I said we have some kind of a slow crumbling, I should say. And I have the Magician card. This is somebody who says, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do in this situation. I see a change happening. I see whoever you are, you've turned your back on this situation. That's why you're in this time of separation. You're actually refocusing on yourself, on what it is that you want to do in the future. And it feels like this is someone who's kind of seeing a new day dawning. This is somebody who's worked all night. This is someone who's staying up late at night. They're looking at financial matters. They're looking at message threads. They're looking at emails and text message threads. This is somebody who's analyzing things. This is somebody who, quite honestly, there's a little bit of vindictiveness here in some way. I don't mean vindictiveness. Maybe not that. But there's definitely an energy of kind of revenge, a little bit of revenge. I have the Five of Swords that comes out on its side. Man, there's somebody here who wants to make another person, I hate to say make another person suffer, because I don't want to believe that about any of you. Of course not. I don't think that's how you genuinely feel, but maybe superficially, this is kind of how you're feeling. This is an energy of causing a defeat. This is somebody who's been brought to their knees. And there's definitely a clear winner and a clear loser in this situation. And it feels like you have found out some kind of information that's causing you to feel not only a little superior, maybe superior is not the word, but maybe in the right, caused you to take some time away from another person. And it's causing you to take action for yourself and say, you know what, these are all the things that I need. I'm hearing like ultimatums. There we have it. Nine of Swords on its side. You feel very imprisoned by this situation, by your own thoughts. This can be sleepless nights, tossing and turning, high anxiety, very sensitive feelings and emotions. I have the Seven of Wands that comes out on top of that Three of Cups in the reverse. It feels like I'm seeing that someone in this situation, I don't know if this was a full-blown third-party situation or affair situation, but it kind of looks to me like someone who has been talking to a lot of people, maybe online or something. You may have uncovered this. I'm so sorry. But this Seven of Wands is a lot of feeling like it's definitely you feeling an energy of superiority, or feeling like you're in the right, and feeling like you have to take down a lot of people, have to take down a lot of people's opinions, and you kind of have to stand your ground on this situation. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles that comes out here. This is this energy of, okay, it could be a couple of different things. It could be you throwing yourself into work just to avoid having to deal with this situation. It can also be this energy of you really contemplating every single thing that you've worked for, everything that you set out to create for this family, for this partnership, and you having really worked hard, thrown your entire self into this situation for a very long time, and you having to acknowledge that this work, this laboring may have to be let go of in some way, because this is someone who's invested a lot of their hard work, their energy, their blood, sweat, their tears. And I have the Four of Swords again. But this depiction is a little bit more clear for you perhaps than this one. This Four of Swords, which is an important energy for you, because it does detail the energy of separation. It does detail the energy of taking a time out so that you can process things in a different way. And so that you can pray. You can be prayerful and spend time with a higher version of yourself and with a higher power. That's the purpose of the Four of Swords. But in this particular scene, we have someone who's contemplating what has happened. They're seeing an entire village, kingdom laid to waste, you know, because not necessarily, I don't know if it's choices that this person's made or choices somebody else has made, but they're kind of watching it all burn down before their eyes. And it feels like someone's hands are tied, like there's nothing they can do about it. It feels like it's not, like, kind of not my circus, not my monkeys, not my problem kind of energy. I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who's turning their back on this other person because they're choosing to be alone. This heron right here, it's an indication of needing to be very stoic and needing to be very independent. That's what herons represent. Look it up on the Google if you are so inclined. But this is a Queen of Cups who has, you know, they once were extending a cup. They were once holding on to a lot of love, and now they're turning their back on this situation for, you know, solitude and independence. And I have the Knight of Swords, or excuse me, the Page of Swords in the reverse. You could be, this is what I was saying, like somebody who's looking at someone's emails, their phone messages, looking at things online. This is somebody who's, this Page of Swords in the reverse can be the energy of online stalking, not necessarily in the malicious way, but just kind of watching someone's social media pages, whatever that means for you. It's an energy of stalking and not talking. Yeah, and I saw this guy earlier. I wasn't gonna pull it out of the deck, but I saw it a minute ago, but we'll go ahead since it's at the top of the deck here. This is the Seven of Swords. This is kind of known as being the lying liar who lies. You've caught somebody in quite a few lies or untruths here, and someone who is trying to get away with something. It seems like you found it out here, and you're taking some time to kind of contemplate what it is that you want to do next. Now, it feels like you're still holding on to a lot of things, whether holding on to things financially, whether holding on to things emotionally. But there's still, I want to talk about this Two of Wands out here real quick, because on the bottom of the deck here, I have the Sun card, which is all about healing. And this Two of Wands can be the energy of wanting to get back out there and start seeking partnership again. I don't know. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I have the Temperance card. You're looking at your daily habits, your daily routines. You're saying, you know what? I think I'm ready for the right person in my life. This other person, we've run it off into the ditch together, and so now I would like to look in a different direction for something more healthy, something that's more honest, more natural to me. The Two of Wands is somebody who says, I have a lot to offer to another person. This Temperance card is all about balance. It's about looking at our habits, our daily routines, our addictions, anything that's been holding us back in the past. It feels like you're saying it's time for me to make a change. Temperance is also the card of Sagittarius, and that's the month of, like, it's like the end of November through December. That may be a timeline situation for you where you're going to feel a little bit healthier about getting out there and seeking new partnerships, maybe around the holiday season. But right now you're kind of still processing this. It looks like you found out some information that you didn't want to see, and so now you're separating yourself from it. So that's much healthier, right? All right, that was your reading for today. If it was your reading, hang in there. They're not always that much fun. Sometimes you're like, thank God that wasn't my reading, and then other times you're like, oh my gosh, that was my reading. Anyway, I wish you all very much love, and I wish you much luck, and have a wonderful week regardless of whether it belonged to you or not. All right, see you soon.